I was trying Prism and I don't know how to practice it without being live and having glitches. So I think I have to try practicing a little bit more at the desk. But I wanted to do a walk and chat. Guess what, guys? I am only 30 friends away from hitting that 1K. And it's exciting because it just felt like after 500, I was going really slow. And I've been on YouTube for a couple of years. So it's been taking a little bit. Um, Now I'm in the backside of campus. Let me see the time. 35. Okay. So we just have a few minutes and everything seems to be locked up pretty well today. So I'm like having a hard time finding a good spot to do my daily 50. So I can do the daily 50 with you all. Maybe we'll do it right here. All right. So the lighting is not good in this direction. I don't know if that's going to be a good angle. Let's see if we can get over to the baseball field. So, how are we doing out there? I did not go into settings to give it any information. So, YouTube probably doesn't know how to send out the video. And let's do all chat. Okay. And let's see. All right. So, we're going to get our walk on. Few minutes left during the break. We'll get this walk going. At least I got the horizontal, but I just can't seem to get this out on the top, the daily 50, our daily 50. How you guys doing? Pammy here, and it is sunny today. Everything seems to be closed, and I'm trying to get our walk on. And every place where I see a little setting to put my camera, then it gives me like really bad sun views, right? Like right here. I don't know. You probably can't see me do a daily 50 on that one. So, we have some seats over here. Maybe that will work. Alrighty. So, how we doing out there? You guys getting your walk on today? So hot. I think I'm about ready to take off this shirt, but I have a tank top underneath. I think we'll probably have to do the daily 50 inside the classroom because it is not working so well outside. And now I'm wondering if I'm trapped. Am I going to have to walk all the way around? We shall see. Okay, because that one is locked. Let me just see if I can use my key and get us out of here. So hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna put you down here for a second. And I know you can still hear me, and you're probably looking at my shoes. So I'm just gonna unlock this gate and get on the other side of it. And then we'll go back to the room and do the daily 50. Have you guys done your movement for the day? Or what is your goal? What's your schedule? Oh, goodness. Here we go with locks that are hard to kind of bend through. Oh, goodness. All right. It looks like we're just going to have to go all the way around. Okay. We're going to go on. Thank you for the like. Let's see. Do I have any comments? Hello, hello. Let's see. All chat. Is there anything I'm trying to figure out is why is it on YouTube Live that we can't see the screens on the comment? I know that if once you see one, you can tap it and then you can see it on there. Maybe nobody's left a comment. That's probably why. Alrighty. Well, we're going to get our walk on either way. So today is Wednesday, Winning Wednesday. And if you feel like you're kind of in this rut where you don't know where to start, you're like you want to get your health back, or maybe having a lot of aches and pains in your legs and your body, and maybe you've been eating too many carbs or the bad stuff or any um, overly processed foods and sugars. Um, I have noticed for me that when I eat too many overly processed foods and sugars, that my arthritis will act up. So that's when I notice more pain. And it doesn't mean that you can't have that, but you'll notice that your body can feel better when you detox that out of your system, and then only slowly add it back in and figure out which foods were the trigger points to cause the pain. And so I've done that. And another thing I noticed, well, I definitely work on gut health and cleaning my gut, getting those good microbiomes in there, because there is a direct connection between the gut to the brain. And um, when we have good gut health, it helps to digest the foods, helps us from getting bloated. Well, after I had my colonoscopy, it seemed to have cleaned out all that good gut health, that gut good bacteria. And so I'm rebuilding the good bacteria. And funny thing, the first time in many, many years, I had been able to eat some ice cream without major bloating until the colonoscopy. And then all of a sudden, that lactose intolerance came back. So isn't that funny? Like, I guess I had enough good bacteria in there to kind of counteract the lactose, the the sugars that are in dairy. And that combination of the dairy and the sugar, can give you bubble guts. Um, so, so I'm rebuilding my good bacteria in my gut by introducing a little bit of drinking kombucha. My daily prebiotics, and probiotics in the morning. I drink a greens drink every morning. And that greens drink, I put collagen. I put in some creatine to help with brain fog, kind of counteract the menopause issues, right? When we start to get that brain fog. And I take my vitamins, my vitamin B, calcium, multivitamin, um, and vitamin D once a week. I have a high dose vitamin D because I tend to run deficient being a post gastric bypass patient. And so I have to work on that. It's kind of a daily thing that I have to work on. And so, yeah, it's a work in progress always, right? Things change and you just have to adapt and go with it. So if you feel like you're in a rut and you're, going home and sitting down for the rest of the evening, getting up just to make your food, make a change today. Don't wait until tomorrow. Like, do it now, do it today. Just get up and walk for 10 minutes. Walk around your house. Start there. Go to your kitchen counter and bend, kind of do a lean in and do a modified push up. Or we all need to practice getting strong in our quads so that we can get up and out of a chair. And you can build your strength so that you can get up and out of a chair without holding on to the arms. Eventually. All right, be quiet for minutes. It's hot. Whew. Okay, that was a hot outdoors. And let's get our daily 50 before this bell rings. All righty. So let's set you up right here. And let me just double check and make sure that you guys can hear me. I wish I was on Prism doing this, but I could not get the Prism to work right. All righty. Make sure we don't disclose any information around us. So how's everybody doing today? I'm gonna go and check my YouTube and make sure that we are live. And I feel bad because the boss lady was trying to get in to see me, and I could not get the camera back on. So, alrighty, let's see. Let me go into the live chat, and maybe I can go in here and let's put in some information. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see, where's my chat? Live chat, open panel. I don't know why it's not even letting me do that. Hmm. Ooh, the Wi-Fi is kind of bad in here. Can't even tell from the camera. So let's go ahead and hold on. Hold on. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let's okay, so we have Wi-Fi. All right. Well, before we lose all control, let's go ahead and let's get our daily 50 going. All right. So first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna lean up against a table. Okay, right in here. So grab your whatever you have to help you out, like a kitchen countertop or whatnot. And let's go ahead and lean up against it and let's do a push up, modified push up. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now let's go ahead and do 10 squats. So let me lean you so that you can see the squat. Let's try this angle. Okay, so ready? It's like you're tapping a chair. So if you have a chair nearby, grab your chair and just tap it, right? Tap and squeeze the glues on the way up. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And now we're going to do 10 lunges. Okay. I'll just start with the left leg. Wish you could see a little bit better, but okay. So we're going to go with, or just do the right. 1, 2, watch your form so you're not overextending your knee. 3, and only go down as far as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could have stopped at 5 and went to the other knee. 9, 10. So you would go on the other side and do another 10, right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And then if you can do a wall sit, any kind of wall, right? And you're going to lean up against the wall flat back. So we have your back is up against the wall, and then start squatting down as far as you can go. As far as you can go. I'm like extending my arm. All right. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, start to feel that burn, burn, baby, burn. All right. So we did push ups, we did a wall plank. We need to do a regular plank for 10 seconds. You can do a wall plank, or I'll come back over here and do a plank against, let's see if you can see it. Trying to find an angle where you can see this. Okay. Sorry guys, we're just going to adapt to our surroundings and whatever we have available, right? So, I'm going to angle, lean forward. Hello. And okay, let's start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then all we have to do is repeat that 4 more times throughout the day. Um, if it's hot where you are, it's hot where I'm at, then get some air conditioning and cool down, and then let's do it all over again. Okay. So let's get our hydration going. We need, there's lots of different formulas for how much water that we should drink. I aim for 2 40-ounce tumblers a day. This is my Mickey. It's a new one. Or that sticker's making it look ugly. Okay. We have Mickey's on here. What do I have in my water today? I have it's the margarita sugar-free packet for the water, and 3 pumps of unicorn, Skinny Girl mixes, unicorn for the water. Or maybe it was mermaid. I think it was mermaid. It's not the blue one. Let me see. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. Testing, testing. How we doing? Carnivore Muscle and Mia. Hello. See, on my phone, I can't even see that you guys are on there. I don't know why. Why? That's the one thing I'm kind of like really frustrated with the YouTube lives is I can't see the comments. Do you guys know what the trick is? Like how we can get um the comments to show. So that's why I'm trying out Prism, but I was doing the Prism earlier and it was stuck on the screensaver. So I've got to, I guess I can't, I don't know. I've got to figure out. I wanted to do like an intro video and have the screensaver. Yesterday I was able to put images on a lot easier and then delete them. And so let me put on here. So hi, Jonathan, Carnivore Muscle, and Mia. There we go. So I have like 5 minutes before my break is over. And I just wanted to get in here. So, guess what, guys? I am like 30 friends away from the 1K. I am far, far away from the watch hours, though. So, to be monetized is going to be a while. But, there were times, many times, including last week, that I just got so frustrated with how long the process is. And, I started this not to like it wasn't a big thing to be monetized, but it's kind of like a little reward. It's like, okay, I want to accomplish a goal and I need, I want to share the things that I've gone through. Just like Mia is amazing at sharing all the things that she finds and helps us out, like trying to find different water packets and things like that. And it's things like that, like recipes or motivation to do a walk or the daily 50, some strength training. Cause let me tell you, when I was 313 pounds, I could barely walk. I would be out of breath. I'd probably walk like 10 or 15 minutes. I stopped going to Disneyland as much, which is my love. My beach and amusement parks, but especially Disneyland. I've only been to Disney World one time, and that was in November, and I loved it. I want to go back. And so I avoided things like that. One, like I went to Knott's Berry Farm and the turnstiles, I said they were not, I'll just say, we went to SeaWorld afterwards. So we're like, this is Shamu friendly. Knott's Berry Farm was not. The turnstiles were so hard, like getting into the little train thing. Me and my daughter at the time could barely get into those. And that was a long time ago. And, now she's smaller than me and, but we're real close in size. I'm like one size bigger. My legs have always been bigger and she's always had the smaller legs like my mom. My mom had the smaller legs and, I'm not trying, and that's not a competition. I'm just kind of talking about the differences in body composition. But we found that it was very hard at some amusement parks because of the turnstiles and walking, so I have to tell you, now that I've been strength training, so it wasn't just about when I lost weight, I was walking, I did the cardio. I was not strength training very much. And it was like I was very weak. I would kind of stumble a lot easier. And I guess that could also be that your body's trying to get used to a smaller size. But once I started doing the squats, the lunges, the wall planks, especially, I feel like I have robo legs. I feel like my quads are so strong that I can get up and down, without holding on to arms or anything. Like I love that feeling of power. That power. I can power up the stairs. I can power up um, an incline, and I don't have to put my upper body into it to do it. But it didn't start that way. That there's a process um, to get to that, right? And so I want everybody to know you just have to start somewhere, do what you can, build up to it because it is so amazing on the other side. Feeling stronger is amazing. It is every day I'm just astonished with, wow, I can do this. It's a rediscovery of yourself. It's getting your life back, getting your health back. It's not about getting thin, you know. There is something called thin fat, is what we call it, where your body is not healthy, but you're thin. It's not about eating super low calories. It's just about and when you're trying to lose weight, eating in a deficit that is safe for your body, and if you can get connected to a registered dietitian, all the more better. I wish I had gotten connected with mine sooner because she is amazing. I did go through Nourish dietitians. So she does mostly her Nourish appointments on the weekends, I noticed, and works at a medical facility during the week, teaching people like with type 2 diabetes and people who have to go in for dialysis, like how to eat. And she's like, she was telling me so many good things. This last um this last appointment about oh, okay, I have this phone, I gotta go answer. She was telling me stand by. Sorry, guys. Alrighty. So our bell's going to ring in a couple minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know, like, just remember you have to start somewhere, and don't just wait for tomorrow to get started. Like, do it now. um Whatever you can, do some movements, walk 10 minutes, walk 15 minutes, walk 20 minutes, work your way up to whatever you can, because that's where you have to start. That's where I started at the end of 2022, when my grandson was in the hospital, battling cancer. And that was my mental health. I walked while he was asleep, gave myself rewards, like, okay, I'm going to go to Starbucks after, when Starbucks without all the sugary stuff, after I go for a walk. And so I gave myself rewards, and it was a self motivation. He asked me to, that he was concerned, and made his concerns valid to me. So it lit a fire. And I just want to see more people feel that happiness and joy and getting your life back, because I wasted more than 10 years in my 40s. I wish I could go back. And that's probably the one regret I have, is that I didn't do this sooner. And yes, there's fat shaming, and there's also skinny shaming. So a lot of people will see the upper body and go like, "Oh, girl, you're too skinny." I have not gone anything lower than temporarily 143 for a week one time, or 144. I like today I'm 150. This whole week I've been 150. I carry my weight in my lower body, so a lot of people don't see that. But anyway, I got to get going. Thank you for being here, and hopefully, if I don't have anything tomorrow, we'll go live again. All right. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Bye, Jonathan. Bye.